Yeah, really, really super proud of our team and the way that they competed today. That wasn't an easy game. That's a good SMU team that came in here today. Love the way that we had great teamwork. Love the way that we had great toughness. We shared the ball. You see that with so many double figures, scoring in the scoring column. We had 4 players, but even if they didn't reach double figures, you saw the balance of our offensive attack. You see that you see that 19-2 run, and it's easy to see all the offense we got from that. But what was huge was the defensive stops to hold a team during that run to 2 points really allowed us to get those scores that we wanted to get. We out-rebounded them, which was a huge goal of ours today. We knew that we would have to be locked in on the defensive side of the ball, and we were. And I can't say enough about the community and the support that we have had here at the Reynolds Center. Today's crowd was unbelievable, and what I love about it is that I feel that we feel the love, we feel the support. We hear them in games, and that's been so critical to our success, and we're so appreciative of that. We're so grateful for that. And one thing I love about it is that that they're coming to see players like Katia Gallegos. They're coming because we have a great team and they're fun to watch. We got to honor our 3 seniors today. Those are always bittersweet days, so excited to be able to honor Katia Gallegos and Jessica Evans and Caitlin Levings today, and really happy that our team was able to give them a win here. But I can't say enough about them. We can talk about all their contributions from a basketball standpoint, but the legacies that they're leaving with our team, that's going to last forever. And we're so grateful that we have the opportunity to be able to honor them today.
So many times this year you got into an early deficit and have had to make a wild comeback. None of that today. Talk about playing a complete 40 minutes from start to finish.
Yeah, it wasn't a perfect 40 minutes by any means, but you're right. We were able to compete early. I think one of the things we were able to do is hold them from making runs. That's something where you see those other games where we've gotten down a little bit, in that second quarter. And today we were able to hold them on the defensive end and not allow them to make those runs by rebounding the ball, by containing some of their really dominant scoring options for them. It is a different game. And what I love about our team is we have the ability to be versatile in games, to be able to do whatever it takes, to be able to control games that require a different type of control from us. And we were able to do that today, and I'm really proud of our team.
Because in order to get to where you want to go in the postseason, isn't this the type of performance more along the lines, more consistency throughout the 40 minutes that you're going to need?
Yeah, consistency is key down the stretch for sure. For us, it's about a lot more than that consistency. We saw that today. I'm happy to see that from our team. But you also see the energy. You also see the enthusiasm. You also see the focus. Some of those offensive rebounds that we got, on the free throw line shows a great amount of focus for our team. And you see us being able to have shorter gaps of those those areas that we've been talking about growing in with our team, and certainly proud of them. Katia today had 12 points, 4 assists, was just incredible for us. You look at Tamira Poindexter today, 21 points, 9 rebounds. What she was able to do for us on the offensive side of the ball. Delaney Crawford again, coming through. But I want to talk about Katia Gallegos and what she brings to our team night in and night out is that enthusiasm. It is that energy. You see her pushing the tempo for us. You see her today in those moments we talk about where we need to be able to control the game a little bit. That's Katia. She's got the ball in her hand. She's setting us up offensively. She's communicating what we need to be in. And so a lot of that credit goes to our team, and she's a big part of that. Jessica Evans, again, today, we can talk about all the seniors and Kate Levings hitting her free throws and Jess coming in and having a really good game for us. Happy to see all those contributions for our team all across the board, but excited that our seniors could contribute so much today.
Katia, do you believe that this was, since coming back from the injury at least, was this your best complete performance in a game since coming back from your injury?
I believe so. I think it was definitely a battle coming from an injury, but I have my teammates, my coaching staff, everyone supporting me, and it was very easy to just come back and be together with this team that has led me to big wins. So. And
this is for either one of you. You're coming off a huge win, obviously, Wednesday at Temple. Talk about the challenge it was to avoid any type of letdown when it's a fairly short turnaround playing this afternoon. Talk about that challenge.
Yeah, I think it's the extra focus that this team has and has been able to contain. It's just, a lot of, it's not even a pressure game. We just went out there and performed like every other day. And it comes down to our practices. Our practice has been really good. And whatever we do outside the court matters, and we've been doing that really good. We've been staying extra focused and very locked in for this upcoming game. And one more.
Who's the most, for you, Coach Nell, who's the most influential person in how you like to play offense and how you like to do the motions and the screening and all that? Who most influenced you?
Well, that's kind of a trick question because when you look at how we play, we play positionless and we play with a lot of versatility. So the way our offense works, it relies on a lot of different people to be good at a lot of different things. And, I'm so blessed to be able to have a team where we have that kind of versatility. But even bigger than the versatility it's the unselfishness that we play with that makes this team click and work and do what you're talking about from a teamwork perspective. I could go down the list of all of our players and say, this is what they do, this is what they do, this is what they do. You're able to see the prolific scoring that we're getting from Tamira Poindexter, from Delaney Crawford. You see the big night tonight from Katia Gallegos. You see these contributions all across the board. We pride ourselves on having versatile players, and you see that.
Was there a coach, either at the high school level or beyond the high school level, and you said, that's how I want to coach offense?
Well, I've certainly been blessed in my journey all along the way to work with some phenomenal coaches and some even more amazing people along the way. And so when we thought about what we wanted to do, when coming and taking over here at Tulsa, one, you want to look at what you have and the strengths of the team you have and what can work with that. And then we want to recruit to a system where we can play fast, we can play free, we can play in the open court, we can recruit skill at a high level, and we can also have great player development in our program. So I think, to answer your question, it's probably a little bit of a combination of a lot of really great coaches I've come across in the past.
So, it requires great conditioning,
Mm-hmm.
but isn't it more fun to play? Isn't it more,
Yeah.
Isn't it more fun to play faster and trying to get buckets instead of playing scared and having the ball stick? You know what I mean?
I love this team style play because we're able to feed off each other, off our defense, off our offense, and from playing a fast pace that a lot of people can't keep up with us. So we know that's definitely our weapon, and I think we've been doing that really good.
I just talked to Poindexter's dad, and we were talking about your offense. He said it's Golden State is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great point. Just all that motion screen. So my last question. So you're coming up on the end of the regular season, and it would seem like you have a good shot at 2 first-team all-conference selections. What's your feel? What's your sense on that? That it's a given, or are you kind of holding your breath a little bit? Because Barry and I were talking about it. I don't know how you separate one from the other. You're 2. You know what I mean? They're both really deserving.
Yeah, I think there's one thing in the sports world that we always know is that nothing is a given, right? And absolutely, if our players were to receive awards, it's certainly earned and well-deserved. I love that our team isn't focused on that. When we talk about the team we want to be and we talk about who we are, our performance character always comes before performance measures with our team, and I think that's why you see our team have success. Those awards are well-earned and well-deserved, but I think across the board, what I mentioned earlier is we have such an unselfish team. If those awards were to come our way, that's awesome. That's not our focus as a team. Our focus as a team is team success, and that's led by players like Katia here, who chose to come back, for her 5th year and chose to come and be a part of a team that's going to give just for the opportunity for success as a team at the end of the year.
Seems like a good recruiting chip, though.
Yeah.
In the offseason.
I'll tell you what.
Also, you get on the all-conference.
The best recruiters are our players. The positive experience that they have, and being able to be in a positive program where we have players that really care about each other, and we have a positive environment where kids thrive and where kids grow. Our best recruiting tool is our players because they're pretty amazing.
Okay.
Katia, you got the win on senior day. You ended senior day the way you wanted. Can you just walk us through some of the emotions of being on that court for the last time this year?
I've definitely been more emotional over other senior nights, but than this one. I think the girls, my teammates, were able to really give us this win because, you know, we've been working really hard for a long time, and I know this is just fun. And I think most of the time, yes, it's an emotional game, but we were definitely more locked in than emotional. Now we can be, but I think just grateful for all my teammates and my coaching staff and the fans, TU community for, you know, giving us this big win.